Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I will use Burkina Faso military coup that is ongoing as we speak to show the hypocrisy of the West in relation to Ukraine. You see, when you are a just person, you like justice, you can't pick and choose according to the circumstance or the people involved. So this is Emil. I like Emil. I'm not going to convict him of rape, even if I have the evidence. But this is Tom, and I don't like Tom, so I'm going to convict him of the same rape crime that Emil did. But I don't like Tom, I like Emil. That's not justice, okay? That's selective justice. So the United States has been engaged in this for a long time, and not only the United States, each and every country. That's unjust. So we have to get rid of that as much as we can, but we can't because we're human. So let's see what's happening in Burkina Faso, okay, Africa. I have an advice for people of Africa after I'm finishing this little rant here. This article comes from Associated Press, October 1st, 2022. Protesters attack French embassy in Burkina Faso after coup. Not the Russian embassy, not the Chinese embassy, not the Norwegian embassy, just French. Why? And they're protesters, not the military. Alright, so angry protesters attacked the French embassy in Burkina Faso's capital Saturday after supporters of the West African nation's new coup leader accused France of harboring the ousted interim president, a charge French authorities vehemently denied. Lieutenant Colonel Paul Henry Handaoga Damiba was overthrown late Friday, less than 9 months after he'd mounted a coup himself in Burkina Faso, which had been failing to effectively counter rising violence by Islamic extremists. Comments by the junta spokesman earlier Saturday set into motion an outburst of anger in Ouagadougou, the capital. And I'm quoting, Damiba has tried to retreat to the Camboisini French military base to prepare a counteroffensive in order to sow divide among our defense and security forces, end quote, said Lieutenant Jean-Baptiste, we got a Jean-Baptiste before, Cabret, reading a statement on behalf of the new junta leadership. Now, what they have a problem with France? They want France out. This guy said, you know what, we want France out. Let's say, if we wanted him, we would have taken him within 5 minutes of fighting, and maybe he would be dead, the president. But we don't want this catastrophe. We do not want harm to him because we don't have any personal problem with him. We're fighting for Burkina Faso. He later said, we have no intention to bring Damiba to justice. We only wish that he would go rest because he's tired, and as for us, we are going to continue to do the work. Now they want to get France out for whatever reason. I don't know, because France is a good country. All right. Now, U.S. Department. You might think that U.S. Department likes coups, overthrowing of governments with military, with population, with outside influences. Remember 2014 Ukraine? They like that. They recognize the new guys. But somehow they don't like these guys. Why is that? Because it's the same crime done by other people. U.S. State Department spokesman Ned Price says Saturday the United States is deeply concerned by events in Burkina Faso. Why? You're not celebrating? No champagne? No? Or with a sword? Boom? No? We call on those responsible to de-escalate the situation, prevent harm to citizens and soldiers, and return to the constitutional order. He said, constitutional order they want, the United States. How about the constitutional order of 2014 in Ukraine? Weasels and hypocrites. How about that? That was a democratically elected, legitimate, international recognized government. Yanukovych. Remember Yanukovych? That's the name of the guy. And was supported, promoted, sponsored by The guys who now say, hey, Constitution should be respected. Did you say the same thing then? Did you? No. Why? Because you like Emil, but you don't like Tom. So you like the Ukrainians to the Russians, but you don't like Burkina Faso because of friends, right? Now, this is what these are saying. Now, it's another thing that I want to say here is that Burkina Faso is not the only one who actually said they want the Russians and get the French out. Their neighbors want the same thing. And let me find this. The neighboring Mali, because this guy Damiba was leaning towards France, okay, but he was in the pockets of others, and he said here, this guy, one of the leaders of the new guys in power in Burkina Faso, Damiba was leaning towards France, but we might see the MPRS more actively exploring alternative, this is a new one, MPRSR, I'm sorry, alternative from now on with Turkey or Russia. So France out, you guys out, we want these guys. We're going to find out maybe the Russians fomented this. And they're going to be here, yeah, we recognize them. Now, in neighboring Mali, the coup leader has invited Russian mercenaries, or mercenaries, from the Wagner group to help with security, a move that has drawn global condemnation and accusation of human rights abuse. All right, so Mali also saw a second coup 9 months ago, after August 2020, overthrow of its president. Well, then they want Russia to step in. Now I have this little, so Mali and Burkina Faso, they want the former colonies out. Colonial powers, I'm sorry. they were the colonies, right? Get that right, Kamala. I'm talking about Kamala, and right here I am. All right, getting off rail. All right, so the teleprompter had a little twitch. So, yeah, Burkina Faso and Mali, they want the former colonizing powers out, and they want Russia in as another colonizer. That's what I'm talking about. African nations do what Gaddafi said, and others. Make your own destiny. Stand on your own feet. Don't always look for some daddy and mommy. If you can. It's true that these countries are small and weak, and they need protectors. Like in the neighborhood, you have this group protects your business, but you give them money. The same thing happens, like in the neighborhood. But you guys have to do it on your own. You have to be, and you are, but sometimes your leaders are not. So make sure you stand on your both legs over there and fight for your country, fight for your nation, all your citizens in that nation, all those citizens in your countries are your people. And stop begging for these guys to come over there to rescue you, because they don't come to rescue you for free. That's not their intention. They are over there, they're gonna play you. They use you as token. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.